What's up YouTube? Welcome back to today's video. First off, I hope you're all having a great day today. We are out front of the Folly Davis Pavilion here at the Tehama County Fairgrounds in Red Bluff, California for points race number 9, also known as Yamaha Perpetual Trophy Night. This is one of the most prestigious races that Red Bluff has to offer. We're racing for a 6-foot trophy that has been around since the 1990s, and so many big names have won in every single class. Let's go show you guys the trophy. Follow me. Alright, here's a look at the Perpetual trophies. Like I said, 6 feet tall. We have the beginner box, box stock, 250, open, and sportsman. Like I said, lots of iconic names on these. Look at the 250. We have Kyle Larson in 2005 right there. And I am on the box stock twice, 2013, 2014 in the 18 team. We're hoping to add our name to the open class 1 tonight. Beginner box qualifying is getting underway. We're going to be qualifying soon. Let's get into the night. So I just got done with open qualifying. I ended up going 11th quick out of 34 opens tonight at the Red Bluff Outlaws. A pretty good car count for Perpetual Trophy Night. So we're gonna have 5 heat races. 11th place is gonna set us up to be front row outside of the first heat, which is usually the most stacked, and this time it definitely is. I have Carson Souza on my inside. I'm gonna have Carson Perkins second row inside, and then Tyler Seavey behind me, who went quick time tonight with an 8.42. So a great lap. Tyler, he goes quick time like most of the time, it feels like. Our car was really good. The track definitely didn't have as much grip as it usually does, but I think I just needed to drive it a little bit harder. I hit my mark every single lap. I just maybe need to get in the throttle, drive it in a little deeper, and then just try to come off straight and right towards the flag stand and get up next to the wall and do it all again every single corner. So not a bad qualifying effort. I was actually 8th, but they didn't give me my last lap because they dropped the checkered on me, and I did one more lap, but it was like really, really close. So just to be safe, you know, I did one more. I mean, they're not gonna kick me off. I'll just do one more, but they didn't give it to me, and that would have put me like 7th or 8th because that was my best lap, and I drove it a little bit harder that time. So is what it is. We're gonna start front row outside. We need to move forward and finish in the top 2 of our heat. Just got done with the open heat race, and it just did not go like we were hoping. We were hoping to transfer to the A main event, and unfortunately we didn't. So I started front row outside, and I thought I was expecting to go at the second cone. We weren't gonna go early at all, and the inside guy, he took off way earlier than I was expecting, and I just kind of got caught sleeping. I'm honestly surprised they didn't call it as a jump start and we get put back a row because he was pretty far ahead of me. But I mean, it just is what it is. So then I was running second, and I got a little bit tight on entry of the first corner. I just didn't drive it in as hard as I needed to. So I think the whole and then I half spun, I think lap 2 or 3, and then second place got by. So I ended up finishing 3rd, which just sucked. I mean, I felt like we were good once I got in a rhythm, but I feel like I was tight on entry, and then from like entry to center, I just felt like I was stuck on the right rear, and I almost felt like I was floating out there. I just felt too loose. So we're gonna make some adjustments. We'll start 5th in the B main event. So that's a bummer. I was really hoping we could transfer, but sometimes, you know, we had a really, really good heat race, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But I have some fans who want to be in the videos. All of you guys have been in it before, right? Yeah. All right. Say your name, buddy.
Cole.
And Cole, what class you running?
Beginner.
Beginner box?
Brody.
What class you in?
Beginner.
Beginner box?
Tyler.
What class are you in?
Beginner.
Beginner?
Charlie.
And I'm pretty sure you're in beginner as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Are you guys in the A?
I'm in the A. I start full inside.
Oh, awesome. Good luck. Go get them.
He's in B, front row inside.
I think you three are in the B then, right? You said?
Yeah.
All right, so they got to go get in now. Thank you guys so much for watching all the videos. Yeah, so we got a B main event ahead of us, our second of the season. We just need to transfer through it. We start 5th, top 6 transfer. B main is over. Trophy dashes are up next, and then we'll have a chance to walk the racetrack. I will say, those Bs are so stressful. Before the race, I just like, I didn't know really what I was feeling. I just felt nervous, and I really wanted to make the show, and I knew that there were some fast cars ahead of me, and really everything just took care of itself on lap 1 when they got in an accident, and then I was immediately into 3rd, and then I got into 2nd. So very great start, then just kind of rode around in 2nd behind Mike Wheeler, tried to give him some room just in case he made a mistake, and just ran the bottom really well, and I think we had the fastest time of the B. So our car is definitely really fast. We were all right on the top. I think the track is a little bit better on the bottom. So it feels good to put it in the show through the B main event. It is tough to make these A main events, especially when you have 34, 35 opens like we've been having the past few weeks, and just lots of good competition. And there's a few guys, a handful of drivers that don't make it every single week that could easily run top 10 in the A main event. So really tough to make the A. We'll have a chance to check out the track here soon. Trophy dashes just finished up, and we were taking a look at turns 1 and 2. And I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier. The track has a little less banking, I think, on the top side. Maybe not down here in turns 1 and 2, but definitely 3 and 4. Here's a look. The bottom has been the dominant line for last race and this race. Other than that, it's really been on the top. Look at how much grip you can keep your whole left side in. I think that definitely contributes to why the bottom is so fast. And the top, it takes a little bit to clean off because some of these younger classes, 250s, they're running the bottom, box, they're running the bottom, and so they're pushing all the marbles, and it just takes a few laps. So top's all right. I don't know if we'll be able to make much work up there, but definitely the bottom's really good, especially in turns 1 and 2. Let's go look at 3 and 4. They just kicked everyone off the racetrack, but to look at 3 and 4, right here from the entry of 3, this is what I'm talking about. See all this dust? It takes a few laps for this to clean off, especially in the open class, and if the 250 and box stock throw it up there, it just takes a little bit to get going, and the restarts are just good on the top side. So the bottom, lots of grip still. You can see it clear as day. Just keep your left front right on those discs. And that seems to be really fast. That's what I ran in the B, and we had the fastest lap. So I think I'm gonna try to continue to do that in the A and make some few last minute adjustments. The track's not going away too much, but it is going away. There's not as much grip as the B. So we'll have to watch the 250s, see what they do, and then watch box stocks and all those other guys, and then we'll make our last minute adjustments and head out. So this is the farthest that we've started back all season in A main event action. We start 12th. The bottom looked really good on the sportsman race. I think that's probably where we'll be. Biggest thing is just trying to keep the tires hot, keep them ready to go, and really just be conservative early on and then get going and get to the front of the field as fast as possible. We'll see if these guys take the front row challenge. If one of them does, like on the outside, then we would move up a row, but we'll see. We're going to start 10th or 12th and just get after it. wasn't too muddy out there in the A main event tonight. It was super dusty. I just got out of the car and went 10th to 5th. Not a bad run at all for where we started, being in the B main event. Like I mentioned before the A, I was hoping that 30 car Casey McLean would take the back row bonus, and sure enough, he did, so that moved us up a row. Started 10th, worked our way up to 6th pretty early, and just kind of rode around, not rode around, but the track became, I wouldn't say super tough to pass. It was just so bone slick all the way up to the top. Both lanes, you really had to just hit your marks and be off the throttle and have tons of throttle control all the way through the corner. I think a lot of us up front all had similar tires on, and a lot of us were like the same speed. You know, I think Jake maybe pulled away a little bit, but I know 2nd through 5th, you could almost throw a blanket over it sometimes because we were just so close. And I know the 9B and the 91, Tyler Seavey, they were like side by side for like 4 or 5 laps straight, just never even bumped. Track was really, really racy, and both lanes were pretty good. It felt good to have a good run, especially after we had a few rough weeks where we've been running up front and then go to the back, and from there we were just able to just pick off car by car. We actually got a lot early. I think on the first restart I was already up to 6th, and then from there I kind of go back and forth between 5th and 6th because of where I started on the restart, and then I wanted to get into 4th. If I can get into 4th, I thought I could maybe get into 3rd. It's just kind of tough to pass in a way. You know, you had to use restarts crucial, but once everyone spread out, you know, the track was so slick and you're off the throttle for so long and really going so slow, you couldn't get the guy in front of you. I think if we would have went green on the last, not the last restart, but if we wouldn't have those 2 yellows with 2 to go, I think I maybe would have got Brandon. I was a little bit better than him on the top. He would kind of open up his entry a little bit, so I had to check up little on entry, and then I would kind of get to him, but I could never get the run. He was really, really good and never made a mistake on the bottom, so I wasn't able to get around him, but I think maybe I was close, but really good overall night, finished 5th, so a top 5 for points race number 9. Carly's carts are all loaded up, the QRC trailer's all loaded, and they actually just left. We were getting ready to head home after a pretty solid night at the Red Bluff Outlaws. It was dusty, it was slick, and it was really a track that I love, and I think both lines were pretty even. Maybe the bottom had a little bit of an edge. Hang on, I'm gonna wipe off. It's dust, there's dust all over the lens. I'd say the bottom might have been a little better. I think that's where Jake Park was running, and Landon Brooks ran 2nd, and he ran the top, I think, majority of the race, and he was pretty good up there. So both lanes were really good. Track position was so key. If I would have started farther up front, I think we could have maybe stayed, you know, and had a chance at the win, but we got up front early, you know, right in the top 6. It was just really tough to pass, and really we were going really slow around the Red Bluff Outlaws if you really think about it, because we're lifting and you're just rolling, and then on the bottom you're rolling a lot, and you're just, left front is right on those discs, and you're not going very fast. So patience is key in a race like this, you know, where it might go green for a while, or you might have quite a few yellows, and you just have to, you know, run your line and get a good start consistently, you know, because we had quite a few yellows and it was a wreck fest towards the back, but the racing up front was awesome, outstanding. You know, you can't really ask for a much better race, you know, clean, side by side, both lanes are even. So I got to thank Ali Abbasi. He did a great job on the track, and it really came around for the A main event. So qualified 11th out of 34 opens, started 2nd in the heat race, finished 3rd. That was kind of a bummer. 5th to 2nd in the B, and then 10th to 5th in the A. So like I said, cannot complain about a top 5 run with the best of the best for Outlaw Kart drivers here in the Northwest, and just, you know, top 5. So we'll take it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I do want to say thank you to Jimmy Elledge for a great setup. You know, we talked a little bit after the race, like, where do you think you could have been a little bit better? And really, I think we were maybe just as fast as the guys. It's just a little tough to pass. And if I could have maybe got off the corner a little bit better, I think that's really where, if you can get off the corner a little better, just for anyone, that's where you're going to gain a lot of ground and not spin the tires off the bottom and off the top. So got to thank Jimmy for an awesome setup. Got to thank Topher. Got to thank Brad. So Brad's from North Carolina. He's done some work on some of the NASCARs. He worked on some NASCAR teams, and he's been helping out QRC for a super long time. So he's running the QRC East shop. He came over here for a little bit while they're not racing and helping out. So got to thank Brad for helping out with setup tonight, and just everyone at QRC for all they do. Also, huge shout out to Durst, Jet Fitness, Burris Racing Tire, and Kevin Scherer Designs. Dang, it's so fun to drive the factory QRC car and work with all of them. And our setup tonight was really, really good. We improved after the heat race. We got good in the B main. We found something on the bottom, and we made it happen in the A. So a great top 5 run. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.